Welcome to watching my F1 2020 MyTeam career season 2, and I'm about to enter round 11. Since the last time I didn't like this screen, so this time around I'm going to customize a little bit so that when I'm on the replays we can see actually better. I want to keep the same livery but different colors. So a little bit more dark, and we're going to make it all green. Or maybe even like this. No, this is too much. This actually looks cool. And accept, back. We're going to change the sponsors. Change color into white. Yes, back. This one as well. So I think we have to change this one as well. It's the helmet and the outfit. Actually, this one looks nice. Just going to change the red into green. Not that. You see? This looks nice. So we're going to keep it. So after our win last time, we're going to maybe change our celebration, because this one was kind of funky. And there we go. So I'm going to check the activities. We only have 2 days, and once again we're going to improve our second driver. I see I have a lot of money, and there should be enough time, 7 days with the contracts. So we have to consider by improving the facilities that I need to have 3 meal. Okay, I'm going to do this one. And let's move on. Which I forgot is R&D. So let's check out 3. We should be able to do something. Durability, actually we are getting fine. I think we need to do something here. It wants us to do this. So I weight distribution, so it sounds good to me. So we're going to do this, and we move on. So let's head to the practice. I will practice a little bit, and you will see the qualification results in a bit. So Q1 has ended, and I'm happy to announce that once again I made it P11, and I'm really happy with this. It seems like in the wet, with all the assists, actually I have great advantage. And also I kept my dry weather settings because the race looks going to be dry. At some point Tatiana also actually was in the running for the Q2. Like you can see, she was really close. This is really cool. So maybe next time. Let's see how Q2 goes. And wow, something I didn't expect this. We have made it to Q3 all the way. First time. I don't think with this car performance actually I belong here, but seems like the rain is playing its used tricks. So let's see what happens in Q3.
And with qualifying complete, let's review our top three today. Bottas, Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton. Well, that wraps up qualifying, but don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow as we head into the Grand Prix.
Wow, best qualification ever. I have finished in P8, didn't expect this, but I managed to improve my time in the Q3. Just enough to be in P8, even though I can see that with the time of Q2 actually would have been P8 again. And it's going to make an interesting race from here on.
Welcome to the beautiful Styrian Mountains for another chapter in the story of the Austrian Grand Prix. The Spielberg circuit then is situated 700 meters above sea level, with just 10 corners making up one of the shortest laps of the season. One time around here is a distance of 2.6 miles, with the best overtaking chances into turn 1 or the tight uphill turn 3. A warm welcome to Anthony Davidson, who's beside me in the commentary box today. Let's talk about Renault. What do you make of their performance so far this season?
Well, the atmosphere within that team seems very positive at the moment. Everyone seems like they're in great spirits and having a lot of fun doing what they do, and that's definitely contributed to the performances we've seen.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Hamilton, Leclerc, Sergio Perez, and Albon. Norris, the Rainmaster, Kvyat, and Esteban Ocon. Stroll, Sainz, Daniel Ricciardo, and Gasly, Grosjean, Magnussen, Antonio Giovinazzi, and Tatiana Calderon. Russell, Latifi, De Vries, and Dorian Boccolacci. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track and get this Grand Prix underway.
After the points finish last race, let's aim to keep the momentum going.
So here we are. We're going to adjust the trajectory, of course, but I want to try something different. I want to try something which is going to shock the field and change the game or change my chances. I want to try something. So I'm thinking start off with the slower tires, try to hold off the field, and when everybody box, probably be in the same level. But I'm not sure if my yellow tires, medium tires, going to hold enough. So I'm not going to change the fuel though. I'm going to change this one into hard tires, and I'm going to add 1 lap, because from the graph we can see it should be better, even though we see projected race time 2.7 seconds. Yes, we're going to try this, and just let's see what happens. So here we go. A good decent start. We already can see that our hard tires are giving us trouble, so I'm going to the inside. Oh, a lot of touch, I think I was squeezed there, and I see Albon kind of pushing me a little bit. Thankfully I didn't lose control. So in this corner I'm going to try to jump inside, hopefully get to Kvyat, and I did, but still racing with him, so I have the inside line, and hopefully his tires are still cold enough so I can take it. and I can take it. And we can see from the mirror, Albon jumps in front, so we had lost 2 positions in 1
That's
position.
not great, but it's not terrible. Stay focused.
Yeah, thank you for interrupting my talk, but Albon jumped in front of Kvyat, so Kvyat lost 2 positions in these corners. What we're going to see here in turns 5, 6 and 7, that my hard tires are actually much slower than the red tires, option tires, what everybody else has. So I'm going to struggle for so many laps. I think it's going to be 15 laps of defending my position. And here we are already in lap 2, coming out of, I think this was turn 6, and Albon just passed by. I'm not going to fight with him in this corner, it's kind of pointless. I'm going to know both races.
Try to stay with him, he might make a mistake. We could still regain the position. DRS
I already
will
know
be
I'm
enabled
not
this
going to
lap.
do it.
You can use it when within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Sainz is coming from the right, so I jumped in front. I keep my position this time around, and we're coming around from turn 6 again. And the same thing as with Albon, a little touch. The AI seems actually to be really aggressive sometimes, and now I'm going to have to defend Kvyat again.
Engine mode much longer. We're about a lap over target. Drop down to mix too soon.
It was a little bit slow on the exits, so I'm checking my fuel mix. I seem to be having enough fuel, so I'm not concerned about it right now. So I take back P10, and here we are on lap 5, fighting again with Kvyat. And you can see him coming from the right, and there he goes. And I go from the outside, trying to have more momentum. And I seem to have it. No, I don't. But I'm not giving up. I take it back. So again, 5, 6, and 7 coming. And we are going to go to the main straight. And we can see Kvyat still fighting with me. It's a battle basically every single corner. Again, he goes by. But now I see Stroll coming from behind. I'm a little bit worried about that. But
Try to keep focus.
I have DRS, so I'm going to give it a try. Again, from the outside. A much better exit. Again, seems like the option tires are starting to go off. So this time around it was much easier to keep my position. So here we are, lap 13, and we see Albon struggling and retiring entirely. So one more time, one of the main guys, strong guys, I have troubles. So everybody pitted basically after this, so I was trying to do my laps. Now I'm going to get my option tires when everybody else is on medium or hards. So this will be interesting to see what happens. And there we go.
Release.
Option tires. Release. 3 seconds. That was slow, guys.
Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
So I come out and just behind Grosjean and just in front of Giovinazzi. Grosjean is doing Grosjean things with the red tires, driving basically forever. I went too much inside because I was scared of Grosjean. So lap 23, and here I start to really push. So we can see that I actually have no problems keeping up with them. So I see them fighting, and I go too deep. Okay, this is going to be penalty. But no, actually gained 2 positions on this corner and no penalty. That's actually weird. I have to look into this. So Fiat again. So when he pitted, actually he went for the mediums, and he was way faster than I was with my hards. So he actually made a huge gap. But here we go. And in this lap, actually, I have a little bit free space in front of me. I passed Kvyat and I'm just going to push it, try to get the best lap time, even though I made an overtake on this lap time. And you can see Ocon just 3.5 seconds ahead. And purple, we have a purple sector. So I need to push on these last 2 corners. That was nice, and that as well. And we have a new fastest lap.
Keep this up.
That's nice. First time. So I kept up with Ocon. We are currently P9, and in the same time you can see he's battling with Norris. Lando is trying to keep his position, but obviously with hard tires against medium tires, and with my option tires, he doesn't have any chance. So I was a little bit blocked on the exit, but I still at least get Lando Norris on this little straight.
You made it look easy.
Yes, it was. So now it's Ocon's turn, and this is going to be easy, I think. Just go to the inside, just brake really late, and I have it. And I have even DRS on this straight. So now I have kept on just 2 laps to go. I have Sainz in front of me, P6 is in front of me. So I'm going to push, and I lost it. And I have crashed.
Okay,
and someone crashed into me. Looks like Ocon. So I lost totally the front wing and I crashed again. I think it was Ricardo. So I lost completely track of who is coming, who is not coming.
Pitting this lap then, come into the pits at the end of this lap.
So I was thinking, should I pit or not? But since I totally lost the front wing, it was pointless to not to pit because I was already out of points. Anyway, so just for the last lap have a new front wing and new tires. Kind of bad being in this position right now, to be honest. Ruining Daniel Ricciardo's and Esteban Ocon's race in the same time I run mine. Now I can see everybody else basically has ended their laps, the race, and yeah, and mine.
That's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Ferme.
So in the end, it was a good race. It was a good tryout with the strategy. I think starting off with the hard tires was correct, but with the mediums it would have been better.
On the pit wall after a superb win here in Spielberg, and rightly so. A brilliant effort from the whole team.
Indeed, Mercedes win again.
Davidson, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
I think a large part of the result comes down to temperament. They were able to keep their heads when everyone around them was losing theirs, and that's allowed them to get the best out of the car.
That was a hint on me.
And to stay out of trouble.
And I could see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today. Everybody played their part. Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners today.
Mercedes enjoying the champagne. I'm crying in the garage. But what can you do? That's part of racing. And I learned from it. I wasn't able to decide which way to go. And here we see the final results. Actually, I got the fastest lap by 0.1 seconds. but I don't get the extra points because I didn't end up in top 10, so it doesn't count. Tatiana actually got lapped, and P19 kind of average, expecting more to be honest. But from the best lap time I can see, she can actually fight with the Haas. Even though by performance-wise, we are actually a little bit behind from Haas. Standing-wise, I dropped the position to no other than Kvyat, of course. And in the top, we can see Hamilton moving up one position. But basically, everything is the same. Everything is the same, so nothing changes. So this kind of wraps up the round 11 in Red Bull Ring, Austria. And I'm going to leave you with a replay of my highlights. Oh, the green actually stands out so well. Yeah, I thought I was squeezed a little bit in the first corner. The replay actually confirmed it. And I'll see you on round 12.